here is the Great Tusk. We hit them with a Soak, are going to hit them with the Parabolic Charge, and we absorb all of them. Frogs only, baby. Here we go. They're going to lead off their Ferrothorn. We got to get the rain up. We already know we're going with our Politoed here. And our Toads, Frogs, it's like the same thing. It's close enough. We're going to go into our Bellibolt. Here's the secret. The Soak. Soak with Parabolic Charge makes for a very interesting wall. We also have Slack Off on the set as well. So it's a very interesting set. It's kind of like a wall, but it's also kind of like a win condition as well. And we're also packing Volt Switch. So if they have a ground type move, I mean, obviously we're going to have Soak for it, but we probably have to get out of it if we don't get a clean switch. Nevertheless, we do get our Poliwrath, and we do have 2 Swift Swimmers. As long as we have the rain up, I don't think we can really, I mean, I don't think we really do anything. We got the Poliwrath. We would like to get the Belly Drum off, ideally, but they just go in for Cinder Ace, and we're doing plenty of damage here. I thought maybe they had a Sash or a Sucker Punch or something. Low Pony is probably going to fake out. Yeah, ooh, they hit us with the crit. They take down the Poliwrath, which is unfortunate. And I don't think I'm going to put back up the rain just yet. I'm going to go for Bellibolt. Let's get the Parabolic Chargers going here. So they go ahead and hit us one time. We hit them with the Parabolic Charge, and we're in a weird state here. I'm going to probably Slack Off maybe one more time. Let's go Slack Off. So Armor Roche, I don't think, even with Expanding Force, we get that Electromorphosis, or whatever the heck the thing is. We're powering up our own moves, and they lose the stab. If you notice that, with the Soak, it became Water type. Now they don't get the stab, it did even less, and we get the super effective Parabolic Charge. I mean, just chef's kiss. This close combat is not going to be enough, and with their Spadef lowering and the charge, Parabolic Charge, we get, I mean, look at this. This is hilarious. Bellibolt is doing absolute work. Fake Out is just going to charge us up. We are going to flinch, not a big deal. We got one more Parabolic Charge in here. That frustration, they've got to be very frustrated because it's not going to work. And Bellibolt is taking the dub. Let's go. All right, moving right along here, we got a Politoed. Politoed meet Politoed. They've got a shiny version. I don't know, not really a big fan. I kind of like the green better. Either way, their Toxic's going to hit and ours is going to miss, which really is annoying, but it's okay. Because Overcoil, we're going to go straight in for our Toxicroak, and in the rain, we get that lovely recovery. Crunch, we resist that, and we're going to go straight for Swords Dance, and I'm thinking the Dry Skin is a nice little addition here. They hit us for the Crunch, and we know that we are going to be good to go with that close combat, and we are running Tera, Swords Dance, Sucker Punch. With that Dry Skin, a little bit of extra, and they just forfeit. Wow, okay. Okay, so let's see what they're going to lead here. I mean, obviously, we're going Politoed, and they do go with the Araquanid. This is not a big deal at all, because we already know that we're going to set up for the Toxic, stick you up, that's fine. But we have the Encore, so we don't have to worry about taking any real damage here. Encore, yeah, you already got one Sticky Web up, and it's not that big of a deal because we have Swift Swim, and Swift Swim increases everything, our speed by 2 times, rather than just taking it down 1 stage, so we should be fine with that. This Baratic, I don't think can get over the Bellibolt, even, okay, so they do have the Liquidation in the rain. It's still not enough to hit us for more than 50%. We are going to be just fine here. And they hit us with another Liquidation. That is going to charge up our Parabolic Charge. And it does not get the kill there. And because our defense did lower, we're unfortunately going to have to switch out. But the Toxicroak is just going to eat that with our Dry Skin. Thanks for moisturizing me, Baratic. Thank you so much. The Toxicroak's going to eat that for breakfast. No big deal. So the Porygon here, I'm going to hit him with the Sucker Punch just in case they get a little bit cute here. I know that we obviously could have gone for close combat, but I didn't know what they had going on here. And they go for Nasty Plot, which is very, very confusing. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a Substitute. And we could have gone for Sucker Punch again, but I think I just went for close combat just to really guarantee a kill here. Probably should have close combated. I mean, I know with the Life Orb we're going to die anyway, but now this Incineroar, we're going to have to move him out. So I think it may have been a small misplay there, but it is what it is. Fake Out on the Politoed, not a big deal. Flame Charge. Now that is interesting. I mean, we're packing Scald. I mean, we can just go ahead and hit you for direct damage there. And even with, okay, the Salic Berry, and they go Tera Flying Acrobatics. It's still not enough. We are full physical defense on the Politoed, so that's just not going to cut it. I'm waiting for the Ninetales. They've had this Ninetales to change the weather, and they just have not been doing it, and I'm not really sure why. We actually get a little cocky and hit them with a Toxic, because we knew they're going to Aurora Veil. Every Ninetales player is so predictable. We know they're going to hit it with that. They go for the Heal Bell, and now we got the Bellibolt. That Moonblast is just not going to cut it, which is really annoying, because it does lower our special attack here, but as long as we can get a Slack Off with our big old Bellibolt, we should be good. Freeze Dry, again, I'm just not too worried here. I think we can almost do like a de facto setup here. I guess we're kind of setting up with the Electromorphosis here, and we're going to hit him with that Soak. That Soak with the Parabolic Charge is so good. Let's go ahead and hit him. It doesn't really do a whole lot of damage with that Aurora Veil up and our special attack going lower, but they're kind of helping out our cause here. So let's go ahead and hit them one more time. They don't have like a significant form of recovery on the Ninetales here. So this Moonblast, they're pretty much giving us up. They do lower our special attack again. So we're at half the special attack even before that charge. So not really the greatest thing there. This Metagross here is hit us with a Psychic. It is going to increase our stuff here. I do hit them with a Soak, so at least they lose the stab. I think that is another point. Like, Soak is not a very common thing, so you have to always watch out for that because they're not expecting that. They hit the Soak, they lose the stab, and they're not factoring that in for when they're doing their stuff here. So, okay, so we do have half the special attack, so I think we are going to get out of here. Go for a Toxicroak, just in case it hits with the Psychic, and that is a perfect switch in here. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch just because you kind of have to, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go for Swords Dance here. Most likely just going to take the L here, and they actually hit us with an Iron Defense, so we have to get very nervous here. I'm going to go for Politoed, just so we can at least set up for either Toxic or Encore or something. They're going to hit us with an Iron Defense, and as long as we get this Toxic off, whew, okay, that's a load off. So we don't have any like major worries because this Araquanid is on a clock. We don't have to worry about getting over that Leech Life anymore. Okay, so Bellibolt's going to come out. I don't think they can really do too much here. That Liquidation does hurt. I mean, we actually give them the Rain, but we also have Parabolic Charge, one of the most underrated moves, and we don't even have to use the Soak as well. So I think we're just going to have to slack off after this Liquidation, and we should be looking pretty okay. Slack it off here, Toxic, and we just have to, now we just have to Metagross. This Bellibolt is doing absolute work on this meme team. You gotta love it. They're going to hit us with a Meteor Beam, Charge Up. No big deal. I don't think that should do anything to us, really. Meteor Beam, and we survive it. Charge us up for one last Parabolic Charge, and that is curtains, baby. Bellibolt. Oh, so we got the Clink Clank. Okay, let's go for the Politoed, of course. And they got the Balloon. That's kind of nice that we just know what item they have. They go for the Shift Gear, which is a little nerve-wracking. I don't think they could kill us, even with a Wild Charge. Sometimes they do run that. I know the Clink Clank can do that. But we got the, there it is. So there's the Wild Charge. It does absolutely nothing to our Bellibolt. And Bellibolt is quickly proving, even on a rain team, to be the MVP here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with a Volt Switch. We do get Toxic, so that puts our Bellibolt on a clock. No big deal. We're gonna go straight in for that Poliwrath here. And Alakazam, if they're running a Sash and they are not running a Sash, Poliwrath is going to do some major damage on this team. I think that would just have swept anyway. They forfeit. Poliwrath gets it, baby. All right, we're slowly climbing up the ladder here, so maybe we do get a little bit more competitive opponents. I mean, maybe. So, they hit us with a Moonblast, that's fine. We're going for Scald. I'm electing to attack with the Politoed just because I know they can't really do anything, so there's no need to take a Moonblast. Moonblast hits all of our other team pretty hard here, so I'm actually okay with getting the win. Let's keep the Politoed. Sometimes Politoed can just attack, and that's all that there is to that. So, we can take our Bellibolt. Our Bellibolt is full physical defense here, and we don't love losing the Leftovers on our only wall, but it's not that big of a deal. Here is the Great Tusk. We hit him with a Soak, and then we're going to Tera into Flying. They go for close combat instead of a ground type move. Not a big deal here, but we are going to hit them with a Parabolic Charge, and we absorb all of them. Tera Flying, and they are going to quit. Look at that Bellibolt. Good lord. All right, I see a Lapras and I see Appleton Hound. So this is an interesting team here. So we got Tyranitar. They go ahead and switch us up on the old Sandstorm here, but that's no big deal. So they go for the Stealth Rock, and because we go first, I'm a little bit wary that they do that. We can always hit them with an Encore. So they do switch out, so they're kind of ahead of the curve on us a little bit here. So now we have the Sandstorm up here. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with an Ice Beam here. And I forgot how bulky Appleton actually is, and that is a major misplay, because I know they definitely have Recover. So we're going to go ahead and get out of there. We stand no chance. So let's go ahead and get the Toxicroak going. I think they may go for Leech Seed, so I might be interested in going for like some Swords Dance substitute. They hit us with a Draco Meteor, and we definitely should have substituted there. So we are on to two. Not one, but two misplays here. We do rectify our mistakes with a big Sucker Punch, but we're playing pretty sloppy on this match here, I'm not going to lie. They go for Tyranitar, which is confusing because they even Mega. We have close combat and we're faster, so this makes absolutely no sense. Now, it does suck to only get 2 kills with the Toxicroak, but we rectified our mistakes. So no more Sandstorms. We now have the Rain. Now the fun can begin. I'm going to go for Toxic here. I think we have enough offensive prowess to just kind of attack here from here on out. That Appleton might be a little bit sketchy, but I think Seismitoad should be okay. Let's go ahead and set up some rocks here. They do hit us with a blizzard, which it does hit even in the rain. Not a big deal here, but it's not really ideal either. So let's go ahead and put out our MVP, the Bellibolt. I'm just absolutely loving this mon so much. And let's go ahead and hit them. I didn't know if they were going to switch out or anything, but it's no big deal here. This is the thing. This is the thing. Nobody sees it. We've done it once. We've done it 100 times. We're going to hit them with the soak. And they're going to be like, what in the world is going on here? But this is why it's so good. Parabolic Charge. It only hits them for 32%. But Draco Meteor. Okay. That's actually, I'm okay with that. It obviously powers up our Electromorphosis, so that is fine with me. But, I mean, this is confusing as to why they switch out, because they kind of have us. I mean, we can't really hit them any harder. And if they just keep Leech Seeding, I mean, we could get into a stall thing. But either way, I'm okay with this. A Fire Blast, we are flying type, so that's okay. Volt Switch, it does hit us a little harder than we'd like to, but now we're just going for Greninja, and this Greninja has made its first debut, and if you've watched this channel, you know that I run a Life Orb, Protean, Extrasensory, and it just walks right into our move here. Absolutely nothing they can do about that. Extrasensory is so good. And this Lapras is just a sitting duck, a sitting Nessie, whatever the heck this thing is based off of. And this Appleton is now weakened, and we can just go, I don't even think so I go for Ice Beam here, thinking that's going to be 4 times resistant to that. And, okay, I think we can do Low Kick. It doesn't do anything, which kind of sucks. We don't get the stab on the Low Kick because we are already Proteined into Psychic. That's no big deal because we got the big, bad Poliwrath coming at you. Close Combat puts it away. And this Frog meme team is looking like the dream team.